Okay, today the subject is we will talk about PizzaGATE, about Epstein. Okay. Very important details I have. I do my investigation. Okay. God the Father reveals things to me, and I have such a gifts like nobody else, because okay, I've managed to unlock the whole Bible. Okay, I've managed to unlock the whole Bible prophecies. I've managed to unlock the codes, the Bible codes. Okay, so I am good in investigation. I am good, and God the Father, He loves to reveal things to me. The subject, as I told you, treasures, I will not leave you. We will go with that together. I will encourage you, and we will do it together now, okay? So we will do until we will achieve the results, until we will get rid of those pedophiles, until they will be punished in jail, in mental hospitals, okay? Because it's hard to put to, okay? They are mentally ill, okay? People who do such a things, they deserve to be in mental hospitals, and also God built mental hospitals for Judgment Day for evil ones, as He reveals also to me. He will use it against evil ones also, okay? Treasures. PizzaGATE and Epstein. Suicide. So this subject will be listen to the subject. This will be all about suicide, Epstein, okay? Suicide, Epstein, and shooting PizzaGATE, was totally made up. As Hillary Clinton said. Just as Hillary Clinton said. It was totally made up. Just as Hillary Clinton, God mocks them. God laughs from them. So as Hillary Clinton, okay, said, it was totally made up. So I want you to focus. Suicide Epstein and shooting PizzaGATE, it was totally made up, okay? You get that. Do you get that point? As I did the investigation, I didn't do, but I did. I was checking the videos, and I continue to check. But first things which very quick I realized, very quick I got to those two very important points. Suicide, Epstein, it was made up. Okay? So Epstein, he is alive, okay? So they set him free. As I've checked, there is evidence. To be honest, I knew this I had feeling about this from the very beginning, when first time I heard about him. Pedophiles, millionaires, pedophiles, they do not commit suicide. This is first of all, okay? What they try to do, and this is devil behind him, devil wants to give freedom to his biggest murderers, and he always will try to set free his biggest murderers to continue job for his kingdom, okay? So first of all is devil behind it. But secondly, those pedophiles, they do not commit suicide, treasures. If they could, they would continue to do That's what they did. And so I could even say that I think he's alive. I definitely would say that he is alive. People had even evidence. There is so much evidence. I watched the videos, okay? So people have so much evidence. There is so much evidence. So you can check the evidence. I've checked the evidence. I will not go through the details. There is huge evidence. There is also huge evidence for this, okay? There is evidence. During all that night in Orange, someone walking in Orange, it was Epstein, they set him free, okay? So they took him from his, jail, and he was there. This is on the videos. It was visible, because Orange is very visible. So they took him, and all that, So it was huge money account on that Nelly, on one of those, you know, who she had on account huge amount of money very lately, and in last even few months she was receiving huge amount of money. Okay, so they paid her for what? Okay, he was there was visible orange, he was there, evidence is so visible. So let's just realize and don't be deceived. He is alive. They set him free. Okay, so that they were together with that, they set him free. There was never suicide. Okay, this was totally made up for people, for public, that there was never suicide. There was never even body visible. Okay, so much evidence. There was never suicide. He is alive, and there is even evidence that he is alive. People even had evidence that they saw him. They have even videos of Epstein driving car, and exactly him. Okay, people even have videos of him on the internet. Okay, so there is huge evidence. This is how they mock. This is how they laugh from us. Okay, so treasures, do not be deceived. Okay, he is alive. They set him free that night. Okay, that Nell, and there was another, they were involved in that. Okay, she received a lot of money for that. Okay, so they received money for that, so they helped to set the, instead of, you know, making sure that he is locked in jail, they helped to set him free. Okay, they took money for that and they set him free. So those people are responsible, and they should be, of course, very punished for that, for setting free pedophiles, such a huge pedophile. Okay, so just for FBI, for police, for courts, for government, for all those who investigate. You see how they attack my English now. Just video before, you see, I didn't struggle so much. Just video before, okay? When subject is so important, they very attack my English, okay? It's so important, but you get that point, okay? You do? Treasures. So just this, write it down. FBI, courts, politics, all those who do investigation, okay? Write it down. Epstein is alive. It was totally made up. He is alive. They set him free, so you're not idiots. You know, they were connected. That Nelly or Noel, she took money, all that. Who else? There was another one, as from what I know. So who was connected, who was responsible, who paid them, from who they received the money. Then you have step after step, and you need to get to the details, who set him free, who is behind it, where he is, and you need to get him. Because he continues to do, he's pedophile, and he continues to abuse children. To abuse women, girl. He continues to do his evil deeds. Okay, so you need to get him. Check on the internet. People send so many information. You need to get him. Okay, he is alive. They set him free. You need to get him. You need to punish those responsible for setting him free. Okay, there was that Noel. Okay, and another. Okay, punish them. Get him. Punish him, and check who paid, who is behind it. So you will have more provement who is in that Epstein affair. Okay. Another thing, very important. So don't think suicide. No suicide. They set him free. He is alive. He does his evil deeds. Okay. So there was never suicide. It was totally made up. By evil ones. Okay. They set him free. Also shooting, PizzaGATE, emails, all that. Okay. Because Epstein, PizzaGATE, this is all one thing. Okay. This is all with this pedophile. This is all one. So shooting, PizzaGATE. There was this shooting. Guys, this is so easy to realize. I've realized it so quickly. So they say there was like pizza, a restaurant, and those emails came in 2016 during the election, all that. John Podesta, oh my goodness, you need to get him. You need to get John Podesta and Hillary Clinton. You need to get them. You need to get John Podesta and Hillary Clinton. You need to get them. They are, you know, you need to punish them. You need to lock them in mental hospital. They must be very punished, those pedophiles, okay? So John Podesta, he's so evil. He continues to stand behind. They are secretaries, okay? They are in papers, in documents. And during the Biden campaign, there was John Podesta, okay? And he was involved in those documents, okay? So all that, okay? Biden was never president. He didn't know even, you know, who he is, okay? Biden. John Podesta, he was doing so much. He was still on the position during Biden. And John Podesta, okay, he was even until he was for so many years, as I've checked. And as I've checked, he was so, and even during Biden, he did so much evil. Probably, I don't know if this wasn't the time when they did the biggest amount of, you know, evil, pedophiles, all that. So Biden was never really president. A lot was John Podesta with those documents, secretaries, those, you know, position in White House, Biden's administrator, Biden advisor, okay? So John Podesta, he did so much evil, okay? Everything, you know, Obama is Antichrist, all that. So you need to get John Podesta and Hillary Clinton, because they have so much blood on that, and they were secretaries, okay? Those emails, those everything. So you have so much evidence, documents. You need to get very strong for John Podesta and Hillary Clinton. Documents, emails, when they work, you know, and especially also a lot focus on John Podesta. He still is he still in White House? This is ridiculous, such a huge, horrible pedophile, okay? So during also Biden, he was doing so much evil, okay? So this you need to check. But no, shooting was, shooting was made up. So those emails, all this came, and as I've checked that there was restaurant, pizza, okay? Like cover, and there's somewhere in basement, they do sex traffic. They have like, you know, PizzaGATE. Maybe there will be gate. Maybe there will be gate, okay? Gate to the tunnel somewhere in that pizza restaurant, okay? They made up. Now write it down. Evil ones, they made up, because this came out, and they wanted to cover this. So they made up. They paid to that shooter, okay? People just, you know, normal people, they don't care for sex traffic for children, and they don't just mentally ill people, they don't care, and they don't come with weapon, okay? People who truly care, they don't just take weapon and they come, okay? Because they have common sense, okay? So the person who would care would never do such a thing, okay? So they, Satan's elite, Hillary, John Podesta, Obama, all those evil monsters in so many in Hollywood, those evil monsters, okay, in USA especially, they made that up. They paid to him. He played the role to shoot, okay, he played the role. They paid to police, was there police investigation, so they paid to police. So they covered up that police probably evidence, no, there is no gate, there is nothing, that restaurant is clean, okay, for people, for public, that police, so they paid to police, okay, so you need to check who was as the police. So they paid the police and they gave false evidence, there is nothing wrong, everything goes alright. So what do you need to do? So this was totally made up, okay? Whatever ping pong restaurant, whatever restaurant is there, PizzaGATE, you need to go, FBI, police, you need to go and you need to investigate and you need to check, okay? And you need to check you need to check the basement, what is going on there, okay? Why it's called all that pizza? Is there gate to some tunnel? You need to check very good the area, the basement, the area. You need to check, okay, to make sure that you've checked. You need to make sure that you've checked. Is there, you know, basement? Is there... I haven't checked that much that, okay? But definitely FBI, you need to check. FBI or police, or, you know, you need to check. You need to go and check. Go and you do investigation. Check if there is in basement, if there is maybe some gate hidden, which would lead to some tunnel. Maybe there will be some gate. Why they call it PizzaGATE? Why that restaurant, okay? Would there be gate to some tunnel or something? You need to check very good the area. You need to check underground. Underground, they love to hide in underground, basement. You need to go and check it and do investigation to make sure, okay, to check. Because as I see that, definitely totally made up, okay? Because people started to be interested in that subject, okay? People started to be interested in that subject and they wanted to take attention, so they made that up. They paid to the shooter, they paid to the police, and police said everything is fine, there is no, this is just a restaurant. This was all totally made up, okay? For people to believe that everything is fine, that there is nothing wrong, that there is nothing, okay? So they paid to shooter, to police who was that day investigating, checking, okay? So anyway, you need to check that. You need to check that, okay? You can't just believe, okay? Idiots, they don't come and they don't want to rescue children, okay? They don't come, okay? So this was definitely totally made up. So Epstein is alive. Epstein is alive. Suicide, his suicide was made up. So that those Noel, those all are involved. You need to punish them, okay? You need to punish them. And that shooting was also totally made up. You need to check who paid him, and you need to check that place. You need to check that place again, okay? Because probably, I'm almost sure, okay? So you can, you know, so they paid the police to say that everything is fine, there is no gate, there is nothing, there is no children abusing, okay? So they totally made it up, okay? So you definitely need to check. I'm new in that subject, I will continue to check. So those things you need to check. This was totally made up, okay? They paid the shooting, they paid the police, for people, you know, for public. So everything is fine, this is just a restaurant. This is just, you know, restaurant, everything is fine. But they pay to police, okay? They are very idiots in police. They are good policemen and they are those who you can buy for money, okay? Who set free the pedophiles, who help pedophiles, okay? So they are good policemen and there are monsters, okay? Who need to be kicked out, okay? Okay, this for today. So this for today. As for my investigation, as for what God shows me. So suicide Epstein was totally made up. PizzaGATE shooting, it was totally made up, okay? And then what? I even haven't checked. Was shooting, then police came, so they paid to police, okay? And they gave false evidence that everything is fine. You need to seek if there is a gate. There can be gate to the tunnel, because they have a lot of tunnels underground. They hide children underground. Check the basement, check the area of that restaurant. Do good checking, okay? Okay. So this for now, as for this investigation, okay?